You know my next guest from One Tree Hill, Grey's Anatomy, and White Collar. This summer, she hosted Friday Night In with the Morgans on AMC with her husband, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Recently, she traded the Hollywood spotlight for a simpler life on a farm in upstate New York. She's written about that in her new book, The Rural Diaries. It's out right now. Let's bring her in here. Hilarie Burton Morgan, how you doing?
How are you?
I am so good. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful where you are.
I'm like trying to find a place where there's not like kids or a mailman or like destruction anywhere. It's just, you know how it is.
That was literally me in Montana. Now I'm back in LA, but literally every time I had to do my show from Montana, I was like, how do I make this look like, I was like, there's so much going on here right now.
There's so much. I think there's like a lawnmower running somewhere.
Yeah. It was always a tractor or some loud thing happening. Yeah. Well, I was just talking to Al Roker, actually. I was literally just talking to him, and y'all are in the same neck of the woods, right?
Yeah. I think he's up here in the Hudson Valley. We, oh look, there goes my husband now.
Yeah,
nice, he's here.
I like it.
He has no idea what we're doing. Al does a charity with us called Big Slick in Kansas City. And so that's the last time we saw him. We raised money for Children's Mercy Hospital out there. And we talked about being here. The thing about being in the Hudson Valley, though, is that like this is where you come to hide out. So you don't ever see anybody. It's like.
That's why we went to Montana for our vacation.
Yeah.
So you're living on a farm with your kids. So do you put them to work?
Oh my God. All the time. Yeah.
There's so much to get done, right?
Well, there's so much to get done, and I want them to be responsible. That was the thing we noticed in LA, is that a lot of the kids that we would see on the playground there weren't like aware that there's other people on the planet. And so we wanted the kids to be grounded and have a lot to do. And so we've put them to work, whether it's like building the garden, or you can hear all the birds in the background. My son,
I can hear your rooster.
Dude. My kids are on chicken duty. We
had chickens, but I don't allow a rooster. I'm like, oh gosh.
We've got such a bad coyote and fox problem. We need a boss on the field. So he's a killer.
I gotcha. That's awesome that you put your kids to work. That's the same thing that my husband and I were doing. We wanted our kids to be able to actually, because I grew up in the countryside and so did he. So is it true that you not only write books, shoot a talk show, run a farm, but you're also helping out local hospitals?
So many of our good friends here in the Hudson Valley are members of the medical field, whether it's like doctors or nurses or EMTs. And so the immediacy of helping all of them was really important. So we started sewing masks right away, encouraging other people to sew masks. We, a lot of the moms, it's like all soccer moms, we all got together and started raising money to feed all the medical workers at our COVID testing facility. So now that same group of people, we're taking all that energy we had for the pandemic and we're putting it towards our school teachers now, because we have no idea what school is going to look like in the fall. And our teachers can't afford crayons and paper and books and stuff for the kids, let alone PPE for everybody to make it safe. So we're trying to figure out.
Even thinking about like a lot of us with kids, our kids, they might still be home. And a lot of parents don't have access to all those supplies. Like a lot of,
so not every kid has a computer or an iPad.
But your new book is about your life up there. And I think that it's really cool. So what inspired you to do it? Is it because basically you had that other lifestyle and you wanted it slowed down a bit?
Yeah, I mean, we grew up and it was like, you're on TV and you have to grow up in front of a lot of people and you've got to project this certain image. And so when I kind of took off working to be a mom, I didn't do social media. I didn't engage in any of that. And I was encouraged to join social media. And what I saw was just kind of unattainable and super glamorous, and it made me feel bad. I didn't like that I felt like I was missing out or that I wasn't living up to some expectation. So I started posting just really like stripped down, like here's the farm kind of posts, and people responded to it. And so I wanted to write a love letter to our community and our lifestyle that glamorized like the small, beautiful, noble lives that take place when nobody's looking. Not everything has to be on a yacht. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, what kind of animals do you have on the farm?
Well, I've got Jeffrey. Jeffrey has corralled our new baby chicken. Can you say hi?
Hi. What's up?
Hey, how are you? Nice to see you.
Oh my gosh, so cute. And I know you have chickens and ducks like that of her, but what else do you have?
Well, this was the donkey whisperer. He spends all day brushing the donkeys in the field. Here, do you want to sit down? Cuddle up, Dad.
Wow.
We've got alpaca. We've got a lot of mini donkeys. We rescued
We got
Jack
we
and
got
Diane.
Highland cattle, and then every spring we take in cows from the local dairy farm that we raise yearlings with their moms.
Yeah.
Uh,
So a
and we're-
cow-calf operation. Okay, cool. That's cool.
We get calls all the time. People are like, oh, this farm is closing down. Will you take our animals? And so even if we can't take them, we try to hook them up with other people who can.
No, that's so hilarious. That happened to me in Texas. I had a rescue ranch, and like literally people were just dropping animals, and I was like, okay, there comes a point to where you have to be able to get to all of them. Like, so that does happen. But
Just us.
yeah, you're like, there's not it was me and my sister and her family, and I was like, there's not, people don't work here. Like,
No.
just us holding it down. So I mean, this is so, I would just want to say, hi, everybody. Okay, obviously Jeffrey Dean Morgan has involved. He's now involved in the interview, and I'm such a big fan. I love The Walking Dead, so I'm just going to say that shout out. But so thank you for hanging out with us. But so Hilarie told us how special your community is up there. What's your favorite part about it? She told us why she kind of liked living up there and out of the limelight. I love it as well. Obviously, we have a place in Montana, but I want to know why you like that kind of life. But also, I heard you own a candy shop. Do you still own a candy shop?
Yeah, we do. I mean, I think just getting out of Los Angeles for us was so needed, I think, just for our well-being. And then having kids, and started out with obviously just the one, Gus, and we thought that this kind of lifestyle was very conducive to raising a good kid. And so far, so good.
He's good for now.
He's good. He's alive. He's breathing.
Yeah. He's pretty good. And, George is a real animal whisperer, too, it turns out. So her and I are we love our animals.
Gus and I are the gardeners. They're the animal people.
Yeah, she spends a lot of time in the chicken coops. She loves the chickens for whatever. She loves all the animals, but she loves the chickens. Like every night, it's a thing. She has to have her chicken duck time.
That's so cool, too, to have both worlds. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I love your beautiful farm.
Thank you for having us.
Y'all be sure to pick up Hilarie's new book, The Rural Diaries. Rural is hard for me to say. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Please don't make me keep going.